we had first moved to the US, like we essentially could not access the US healthcare system. And there was an event where my mother had appendicitis. We knew if she went to the emergency room, we would be bankrupt. And I'm sitting there seeming that like, I know some of my friends can go to the hospital. This is so unfair and I'm going to break this system and I'm going to redo it from the ground up. I want to see it because I want people to be treated fairly and I want people to be treated with dignity, and particularly healthcare is the greatest place where we need to treat people with dignity.
This story doesn't start in a lab. It starts with a person with curiosity, with discomfort, and the courage to ask questions most people avoid.
Hard work actually does matter. Of course, intellect matters, but hard work matters. The amount of input that you put in for the output and how much you care and drive towards success.
My guest today is Sophia Lugo, CEO and chairman of Radar Therapeutics, a company working at the frontier of programmable genetic medicines.
Patients typically really want to try anything that could possibly help. That risk tolerance is a lot higher. It's a lot higher for regulators, it's a lot higher for their loved ones, it's a lot higher for patients, where the patient says, I know that this is untested, I know that it's risky, but I don't have anywhere to go. Let's do this. That was the path that was most likely for mRNA.
What if medicines didn't just act, but decided when to work, where to work, and just as importantly, when not to? Because in genetic medicine, power without precision doesn't just fail, it can harm.
Actually, Moderna was working with biotech. That was an oncology company, because in cancer, you often have patients that have no hope. That's often where we test out new biology, new medicines.
How first principles, leadership, long-term thinking shape innovation at the edge.
I wanted to leverage all the resources at my disposal. So I've always naturally been drawn to apply myself, have a very strong idea of what direction I want to take a set of resources towards. That's how I see organizations. They're a set of resources. They're a group of people already united by an idea. Can I apply direction? That's always been something that I think has come naturally to me.
So if Radar's approach succeeds, what fundamentally changes for drug development as an industry?
Firstly, I think that drug development is so interesting, particularly in the genetic medicine side, because...
Sophia, welcome to Drug Diaries.